there was an executive decision made, and the bathtub is going to be replaced. So we're going to get a new overflow and drain setup too. I think we're still mixed on the valve here. I think the valve is still good enough. You can get new chrome for that, so we'll maybe just leave that. And so we'll pick up a new tub here in the next day or two. So we will lay some flux bond mortar down and then put 1/2 inch Durock over that. Screw it down every 8 inches or whatever the screw pattern on the board is. They'll have little X's marked in it for the screw pattern. We'll fasten that all down, put a skim coat of mortar on top, and then 12-inch floor tiles. Alright, this is the tile we've been doing all day. Back wall turned out pretty good. And that is the tub spout. And that is the shower control. And there's the sink. Truck Camper Chef whipped out a quick breakfast burrito today. It has some onion slices in it, mushroom, avocado, a fried egg, and a can of Nally's chili, along with 7 other secret herbs and spices. But the unknown mechanic says, "Geez, that is good. Did you take a picture of it?" And I said, "No." He said, "This is picture worthy. Half eaten." But anyway, yeah, it's very tasty, very healthy, and I guess we'll hold the fire to the Iron Truck Camper Chef's feet to duplicate this for an episode. Pointed at me. Okay, so the unknown mechanic slash tile grout man are doing the bathroom in here, the tile, grouting the lines. So we are using the 6-inch trowel method, which is you just take some grout, and it's non-sanded grout, and you just work it in between the lines, get that hydraulic pressure going through, just like that. And then they'll sit for a minute, and then Dave will grab a damp sponge and follow behind and just wipe diagonally across the grout lines lightly, just like this. And that is how you get the grout lines nice between the tiles. And then when you're using the trowel, you can force it into the grout lines nicely. You can also use a rubber float. Make sure that it has this rubber surface on it so that it works smoothly. And you can do grout with this thing here pretty much the same way as with a trowel.
And you can get both hands on it.
Yeah, well, and you can, okay, so we are using non-sanded grout. If we were using sanded grout, I wouldn't use the trowel, I would use the rubber, because the rubber is more forgiving against the tile when you have sand. You don't want to be grinding sand into your tile surface. And so anyway, we can apply our grout like that. And for me, I just find the 6-inch trowel a little easier to use in this situation. And you always try to go at an angle to the grout line. And when you get close to the walls, you can't really do that, but so there you go. You just grout things like that, and it gives you a pretty good line. So anyway, we have 2 people going. We have I'm forcing the grout into the grout lines, and Dave is following, cleaning up after me. And so we are getting all the grout lines. We've done all the window lines. We're also getting the grout lines on the outside edge of the tiles. And so we just have to finish up the back wall here, a little bit more of the front wall, and then we'll do the floor after that. So grouting is a pretty simple thing to do. It just takes time and
Muscle.
time and muscle. And so we're just filling the grout lines down at the bottom here between the tub and tile. And you have a mix up about an hour's worth of grout, and
It's starting to stiffen.
yeah, well, you keep mixing a little bit, but you do want to kind of mix up only what you can do in about an hour, and it goes a lot better if you have 2 people. If you have just one person, do about a 3-foot square area and then wipe, and then do another 3-foot square area. And depending on your speed and ability, you can do more or less. If you're using some of the high-tech grouts, like the epoxy or the acrylic grout, I don't really see a necessity for either one of them. The epoxy grouts are tough to do. You have to work them fast, and you have to clean them up almost immediately. So you need 2 people working that.
Is that 2-part epoxy?
No, it's a 1-part mix now, but and then the acrylic stuff comes pre-mixed, and but you have to be real fast working those because they will leave a film on the tile that you will not get rid of, and they're just not necessary. The only one that might be necessary is like the epoxy grout on a kitchen counter surface, because it will lock out food and stuff that can contaminate grout. Now, grout on a kitchen counter has always been a health concern. So anyway, okay, that's grout 101 for you, and so we're just going to finish up these lines here, and David's going to put the camera down now because he's got to do stuff too. The Iron Truck Camper Chef strikes again with a doctored up DiGiorno pizza. We have extra tomato, mushrooms, onion, sausage, and mozzarella cheese, baked in the truck camper oven for 36 minutes. Yummy. Okay, so there is the new pedestal sink, toilet. You see we have the new tile floor, and we did that with a Subway style pattern. Here's the new bathtub. It's got the shower valve and shower head. Then you see we tiled around the window here. It's the existing window. We have Red Guard and Duroc and all kinds of good stuff in here. So this is a 12-inch square marble look tile, and it turned out real nice. Not the biggest bathroom in the world. This is the outlet that was here, and then in a previous video we added the light switch. and the light and the mirror. It never had a light switch here, so we added that. Never had a light there, and we added that. So everything is looking real good.